Welcome to Achievements. I'm your host Abdulatif Lanizi, and I'll be taking you through this episode, so stay tuned after this report.
Sport means all forms of physical activity which through casual or organized participation aim at expressing or improving physical fitness and mental well-being. For example, forming social relationships or obtaining results in competition at all levels. Surely, sports can help us reach our fitness goals and maintain a healthy weight. Sports also have hidden health benefits such as lowering chances of different diseases in life. Being included in physical activity like sports improves your heart function, reduces the risk of diabetes, lowers tension and stress, and controls blood sugar. Playing sports helps you build muscles and improves your coordination and muscle memory. There are many types of sports such as football, basketball, volleyball, tennis, and much more. In addition, car racing is also considered as a sport. Car racing is a motor sport involving the racing of automobiles for competition. Car racing has existed ever since the invention of the automobiles. Formula One is the most popular racing series in the world currently. Formula One cars are open and known as some of the fastest vehicles in the world. Most people love racing cars because to the adrenaline rush that they get during these types of events. For instance, in Formula One racing, the speed of powerful cars is really attractive. Moreover, sports are divided into many categories, such as individual sports, partner sports, team sports, and extreme sports. Some of the individual sports are golf, horse riding, and judo. Partner sports are considered to diving, tennis, and volleyball, whereas team sports are football, basketball, and handball. Extreme sports are climbing, skateboarding, and water skiing. Hence, running is the most accessible and easiest sport to play. All you need is a good pair of running shoes and you're good to go. In addition, there are no rules in running, but that what makes running so free-form and fun. Running is all about setting goals for yourself and working to achieve those goals.
Welcome back, our dear viewers. Today we have a remarkable guest who turned her passion into a thriving business. Maryam Saleh, welcome to Achievements, and thank you for being here with us for today.
Hello, thank you Abdulatif for having me. It's always a pleasure.
You're welcome. So, Maryam, get inside the business of skipping, which is really wonderful. And so, can you tell us from the beginning, how did you start and how did you get it into the field of business?
Well, definitely it didn't start as a business from the beginning. It started as a workout that I found matching my personality that I can do, and I could use it as an outlet for this stress that I had during the pandemic. So back in 2020, I decided to use for the first time a jump rope as an exercise. And
which is called skipping.
Skipping.
Not rope skipping or maybe...
Yeah, it's mainly skipping.
Yes.
Yeah, it's mainly skipping. So I decided to use a jump rope for the first time, and I kept going until today. So it all started back during the pandemic.
It's actually something wonderful because I tried it for many times. I bought it during the pandemic because we couldn't go out for
Exactly.
there was a curfew, full curfew, quarantine, and no one can go out and do
Yeah.
some running, and I didn't have the treadmill. So what I wanted to do is try the skipping. I fell too many times.
Yeah,
I
it could
quit.
be challenging at the beginning.
Yeah, it is really challenging. So, but you turned it not only a hobby, you actually turned it something magical as a business. You do the training for other people.
Exactly.
It's really wonderful. How did the idea came to you?
Well, you know, I think I relate to everyone when I say during the pandemic and the lockdown, I was in a total despair, you know, trying to find something that could take me out of the situation that we were in, which was the lockdown. So within my search for something to do or something that could make me or keep me active, when I first watched a video about the jump rope, I really thought that, yeah, this is something I could do and I want to give it a try. But I didn't think that I would really fall in love with it and then turn it into a passion. So back then I was just literally trying to find something that could keep me active, you know. And then I stayed committed to it and I gave it a lot of time, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
To train?
Yeah, to train. I stayed committed and I gave it time and then I excelled in it. And I felt like, wow, this is my passion, and I'm still going on with the rope.
It's really good. It's actually a really good cardio exercise.
It is. It is.
Because-
It's actually a form of a cardio.
Yeah.
And
it
it's
is.
very well known among athletes, specifically boxers, because they use it a lot during their training and prior to their matches. Because what skipping does is actually improves the nervous and the muscular coordination.
Yeah.
So they use it a lot during their training, and it actually has a lot of benefits. What's unique about the rope is that it's a very simple tool, yet it holds a lot of benefits for the overall health and for individuals. So that's why I love it.
It's really actually good, and also as I heard a paragraph about it when I was searching about the rope to how to start or how to master it, because it was really hard to jump at the same time. So I heard and I wrote that that it burns almost 500 calories per 10 minutes if I go for 10 minutes.
It
But it's
does.
hard to go 10 minutes.
Well, actually, to be honest, it all depends on your intensity. Like, if you raise your intensity level, the chances of burning more calories are there for you. You
Yes.
know, so if you start slow and easy, and then you gradually level up, then you have more chances to burn more calories. I actually do recommend that we always start easy and take it step by step, and then when we're on that level of fitness or endurance, we can actually take it to the next level where we can actually feel like we're burning, because we can go so intense with the skipping itself.
So fast and so intense that
which
will
is
burn a
faster
lot.
and sometimes higher, you know. So
Wonderful. So, can you tell us about getting back to the field, but specifically on the field of business when
Yeah.
you opened it as a business? And so, can you tell us exactly about the challenges that you had during your journey, and as soon as you started to take clients?
Okay, so the way I started with this business that I launched back in 2021, all started because of a problem I was facing, actually. And I think that's all. That's how all ideas are created, or most businesses are created, is based on a problem that you face, and then you try to solve it. And that exactly what happened with me. I was looking
Exactly.
for a certain kind of ropes with certain specifications that I couldn't find here in Kuwait. You know, so I wanted to improve my skills, but I couldn't because the ropes I had back then weren't really helping me. So I've decided to search for them from outside Kuwait, and I succeeded in that. And then I couldn't find other types of
Yes.
jump ropes as well. Then I decided to order from outside as well. So I've
Also
tried
to
a lot.
sell it here, right?
Before getting to that point, I was like, okay, now there's a demand on this in Kuwait, and I think I saw
There
a
are,
potential
yes.
for skipping because my account was starting to show up more, you know, and people started asking me more about the skipping and its benefits and where do I get the rope. So I felt like, why don't I just provide the best type of ropes that could help everyone excel in skipping, and cut the journey short for them.
Because
you know?
not all the ropes actually work, right?
Yeah, not
It
all of them are the
requires
same. There are
certain-
different
yes.
kind of ropes that could serve you for certain skills. They're not all going to be with the same flexibility and durability, you know? So to me, at the level I was looking forward to, the ropes here were really achieving that for me. So I decided to go look for manufacturers and ask them to create or
Yes.
design for me a certain type of ropes. And when I tested them, I had to test a lot actually. The process itself of testing those ropes was a long journey because
study.
you wait for the shipment to come and then you try it yourself. You have to be honest when you do business because you don't want to sell out something that is not working and or of a poor quality. So I wanted to test it out. I wanted to give it time. I want to see if it
It's work maybe.
yeah,
and also
if it
get
gets
the
tangled or
requirements.
not, if it's durable or not, you know, so all of that type of thing. So there were a lot of exchanges with the manufacturers, and until I found the perfect type of rope or ropes, if I might say, because I sell two type of ropes, and I decided, okay, that's it. Let's do it, and that's what I'm gonna provide.
Wonderful, wonderful. There was like a whole study about that. I thought it's only a rope that you jump on it. So I
No,
didn't know. I didn't know
That's
that.
the misconception that people
Yes.
think that it's just a rope. But actually, it all depends on what kind of level you want to be in and what kind of skills you want to learn. And the rope could make or break your session. So if you're using a poor type of rope or a very heavy rope or a very light rope, it could definitely not help you go on with your session. So there are specific characterizations for the ropes itself.
So, getting back to your field, exactly, to the journey that you had. As everyone knows, skipping requires a high endurance and high stamina. So can you tell us exactly how did you improve your endurance, your stamina, also the skills? Because I've seen your social media account, you do multiple skills. How do you do that?
And
How did you
tricks.
improve it?
Yeah, well, it took time, and it took a lot of practice, a lot of dedication for this sport. And I would be lying if I said when I started I was so good or as good as I am today. No,
Of course,
I
no one
wasn't
starts
at
at the
all.
same- yeah.
I started during that dark era of the pandemic where I was in my worst shape and mental status. You know, let's put it this way, because we were
Everyone,
all,
actually.
yeah, everyone. I relate to everyone when I say that because back then we had uncertainty about life itself, and we started, you know, gaining those calories and that weight, you know. So
Huge amount of
when
weight
I
and
started,
calories.
I started right after being so relaxed and so in the comfort zone, you know. So it was hard to me to jump into this activity without being tired. So I had to give it time, and I had to go with it gradually. And after a while, I started feeling like my fitness is getting in a very good level, and I'm getting in a very good shape. And that's when I realized that if I keep going doing that, I would maybe lose more weight, and I will be like feeling good from inside out. And then after that, I decided that I want to learn more tricks, and I dedicated time for each trick. You know, may it be a footwork or a trick with the rope itself. So
Yes.
I dedicated time, and practice always makes perfect.
So you also mentioned that the pandemic actually helped a lot, and it's actually led you to pursue this field. Can you tell us exactly how did the lockdown let Maryam Saleh become this professional skipper?
As I said before,
Do you remember like an exact moment that you said to
Yeah,
yourself,
there was-
okay, I want to go into the field?
Definitely, there was this moment where when I was actually watching my social media, scrolling down through social media, specifically Instagram, and I was looking for something. There's something about me that I really love dance videos. I love footworks, I love hip hop and stuff like that. So I'm always watching that stuff, and while I was watching, I remember one of those skipping videos popped on within those dance videos, because the skipper, she was actually performing some footwork during her skipping session. And I was so surprised. Actually, that was like so interesting to me, and I was like, oh my God, there are different ways to use the rope than the regular ones that we used to know. Like, to us, we only know the basic
regular
skips.
way, yes.
The regular way they do it, okay? So I thought, wow, they could do that with the rope, and I felt like a connection, and I saw myself doing that, and I couldn't think about anything else but searching for a rope at that moment. And I started searching more about skipping itself, and especially about its health benefits, and that also gave me that boost, So I went ahead and I ordered my first rope back in 2020, which I still have, by the way.
You still have it?
I would never throw it because I feel like it's so precious to me. It's the first rope. So
it has the memories that you'll never
yeah, all the
forget.
memories, exactly.
So,
or the failures and the success,
Exactly. So you also mentioned that you saw someone influencer, and they had the skills on skipping, and that's what's one of the things that inspired you for this one. Do you have like any other influencers or maybe famous people that you love to watch and to take skills from?
Oh, there are a lot, actually.
Can you name one?
I've got a lot of people that I look up for, and they're from different countries all over the world, because during the pandemic, what happened was a lot of people turned into skipping because it was like the only tool that you could actually own and do it at home. You don't
need the space.
You don't need space for it. You don't need a lot of equipment, or
a big crisis.
So a lot of people, exactly. So a lot of people turned into skipping, and in that era, a lot of people showed on social media and started sharing their skipping journey, and a lot of them are still going on. So there are a lot of names from Europe, from America, but to me, I find myself, maybe at the beginning I was so interested in the footwork, okay, and then I was a little bit greedy. I wanted to go for the rope skills, but now
it's a good skill.
Exactly.
Being greedy about it. Being greedy and passionate.
You want to learn all at once, but you cannot learn it all at once. You got to give each skill some time.
This is how you get injury, actually.
Exactly. Don't rush it, okay? Just take it easy.
Don't force it.
Exactly. So after a while, I started focusing on my speed. And right now, I think I'm more settled. And I've been watching a lot of boxers style. Like Muhammad Ali, I feel like he's the best when it comes to skipping. I feel more relaxed when I watch him, and I feel like I'm more settled. And I like this peaceful style or clean style of skipping. That's what I'm leaning toward these days, because I started off with footwork and then speed and high jumps. Now I feel like I want to do the boxer style. I'm so into it, and so Muhammad Ali is the perfect example of the best.
He is.
skipper.
He is not only in skipping.
He is.
Yes. So, of course, Mariam, we have more questions, but there are also way more questions that I want to ask you about personally.
Sure.
But we have this short break. So for you, our dear viewers, we will continue our show after this report. So stay tuned.
Mariam Saleh is a certified fitness coach. She has spent most of her time practicing her favorite hobby. She has also made time for her self-improvement and focus on special tricks and techniques. Mariam is a professional player. She has dedicated her time and effort in order to become the best she can be. She is passionate about everything that involves sport. She plays jump rope professionally while practicing different tricks and techniques. Mariam has traveled to several places around the world. and has managed to practice the sport of jump rope everywhere. She is talented in her own way, and that is what makes Maryam unique. She uses many different types of jump rope, and each one has its different features. In some jump ropes, she can go at a medium speed, and in other jump ropes, she can go at a faster speed. Maryam, you are truly one of a kind. You are special in your own way, and that is what makes you different. We wish you great success in the future and more jumps to come. Keep up the good work. We are proud of your unique achievements.
Welcome back, our dear viewers, as we continue our interview with our dear and skilled guest, Maryam Saleh. Welcome back, Maryam. So, Maryam, can you share with us one of the memorable moments that you had during your journey when you achieved the skills? Also, memorable moment when with one of your clients, because you started coaching for skipping, which is really wonderful. Can you share with us one of these precious moments?
Well, of course, when I started coaching was actually the turning point for me. It was a total different level of achievements, and I've never thought I would be where I am today as a fitness coach. You know, I would never have imagined myself being in this field, because I didn't know I was going to take that line, but things turned that way. And why coaching is such an achievement to me, because I feel so amazed when I see all those, followers face to face.
Really?
Yeah. When you get
also, when you transform them from a level to another level, and you can help them for their health and also for growing the passion inside their hearts.
Yeah, exactly. So when you meet your followers, on those who cheered you from the beginning and supported you from the beginning, and who believed in you and who thought that you were an inspiration to them, so you have them in a class and you finally meet them face to face. It's
and
amazing.
Now you cheer them. Yeah.
It's nothing like it, So I would cheer them and I would be there for them, and looking at their faces the moment that they nail a trick is priceless, So I think coaching is a really turning point to me, and I love it, and I'm hoping and looking forward for more classes, and because I love these encounters with the clients, and I always enjoy it. It's fun, it's loud, and
yes.
Most important thing, we're burning and everyone is happy, I see it as a stress relief class, because we get to jump, and it's an outlet for this energy,
It's really wonderful. So, since you were talking about coaching and the business that you have, which is really wonderful, and I'm so glad to hear that you're happy with everything turning out. Because of the lockdown, it helps a lot. It helped actually a lot of people to find their passion.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, for a lot of people, they lost many people. But we don't want to talk about that. So, balancing your passion and also business is something a little bit difficult to many of the people. Mm-hmm. How do you manage your time between your passion, skipping for your own, and trying to be healthy, and also improving your own skills?
Exactly.
Trying to improve and to get Muhammad Ali's way, and also with the business. How do you balance with that?
Well, it's quite a juggle, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a mom. I'm actually a working mom, and
wonderful.
Yeah, and I have the classes and I got the business, so I have to juggle between all that. But to me, family comes first. I decide not to stress a lot when it comes to social media. So this is something I do when I feel like, I do have the time to post something, I would go ahead and do it. But I'm always like giving time for my training. Like I would skip every day, but I wouldn't post every day. There's a difference. I would train every day, but I wouldn't post a video every day. And I think that gives me a space and gives me time, and de-stresses me. So I dedicate a time for my training, and then I get to do some business related during the early morning of the day, And when I'm home, I try as much as I could to engage my kids with me. So that's what happened with me in the beginning. During the lockdown, I tried to engage my kids in the game with me. So I would give them jump ropes, and they would all start skipping. We would skip together, or we would go during the curfew, would go out and
trying to kill time.
Yeah, and we'd skip together, and that's how I would be around them while I'm doing my own thing, but it's a bit challenging sometimes. But I managed to do it with like a good time management and trying not to stress a lot, you know. So I take it easy.
Not to overstress yourself, and also with time management, you can make actually a lot of things.
Exactly.
I mean, you can make work, you can do your responsibilities, make everything done with also practice your passion and the thing that you love to de-stress
Exactly.
yourself, which is really special. Talking about more special things, also a lot of people look up to you, Maryam, which is something really wonderful. Can you tell us, how do you exactly feel when you saw your client transform from another level, from a level actually to
a higher
another
level.
better level? Yeah, how did you do that? And tell us about the experience and the feeling.
It's absolutely wonderful when you know that people look up to you and they think of you as an inspiration. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it's really wonderful, and it gives me such a good feeling when I know that I could have this impact on people and push them to use something that they've never tried before and keep going with it. So it's definitely something nice, and I love it, and I always get this feedback from my followers, whether those who got the ropes or the clients and the classes. So I love helping others. I love giving them advices. I love following up with them. So I think it's a good thing to be able to help other people achieve what they want and be where they want to be. And if I could be part of this, I'm always glad. So it's nice. And today allow me to be proud that I influenced a lot of people in Kuwait for the game of skipping. And I'm happy about it. It just makes me glad. I'm grateful.
Really wonderful. And we are also so grateful that we have more people like you, Maryam.
Thank you.
We need this passionate people inside our lives to give us this passion and also to improve a lot of people's skills, because people need that, unfortunately, which is something good that we have you. But also, as everyone knows, it's really important for you to stay active and to keep practicing health, keep practicing sports. Unfortunately, a lot of people, they go to the gym, they practice many types of sport, and then they stop. How important is it to stay active and to stay maybe practicing skipping or practicing the cardio?
Any type of activity. Well, let me tell you something. I think what happened in 2020 have changed the way we view life in general, and me personally, it made me reconsider my life choices and taught me not to take things for granted. Okay, so that time we were in a total lockdown, zero activities. It made us feel like we're growing older than we actually are. We started having those pains and those, you feel like tired and lousy all the time. So it made me believe how important it is to have an activity in your life, no matter what it is. Because, it's scientifically proven that engaging in a physical activity could raise your serotonin level, so we all need that. And in this busy world, having something as an outlet for your stress and all the negative feelings is important. So you can achieve that through being engaged in a sport or a physical activity. And on the other side, of course, you're gonna achieve your perfect shape, your perfect body. So it's a win-win situation. You're a gorgeous body with a gorgeous brain and mind, So that's why it's important to have an activity that you commit to and you practice it and include it in your daily routine.
Wonderful. Can you share with us any upcoming projects that you have on the future?
Well, definitely there are going to be more classes during winter. I'm looking forward for winter because I'm planning to have like an outdoor classes.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to it.
We're actually looking forward to it a lot, and inshallah in the future you'll also train me for the skipping, because I tried many times, I couldn't do it. So Maryam, unfortunately our episode had come to an end this fast. I couldn't feel the time. So do you have a last thing to say before we finish to our viewers?
Yeah, definitely. I would always say that finding your passion, it could be a long journey, but you're gonna find something that matches you and will click with you. So just never lose hope and keep searching for it, and always stay close to the community in that field, and stay close to those similar to your passion, learn from them, take advices and improve your skills, work on them. Maybe one day you're going to turn it into a business, who knows. So just keep going.
Thank you. Thank you,
so
Miriam,
much.
for,
Thank you
for
for
sharing your journey.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And we are so glad to have you. Inshallah, in the near future, you will achieve everything that you want to achieve and more. And thank you, our viewers, for watching this episode. We will see you for tomorrow, and goodbye for now.